Good morning, everyone. Good morning. If I can ask you all to take your seats, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to wait just a few minutes. I see some people coming in the back. Don't want you to miss any of this. All right. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'm Heather Garnett, Director of Alumni and Alumni, and really happy to have you here for our reunion. I know there are a lot of wonderful classes celebrating, and we're especially happy to have all of you. We are thrilled to have our recipients here with us today and family of a recipient. I have had the fortune of working with Misty Walker as Association President and Kitty as a trustee, and I saw your mom helping with the reunion class committees. And it's so special when we have our alums who have given so much of their time to make the college a success. So thank you all for that. And we're happy to be able to recognize you today. We're going to have a college update today from the president, and then we'll have a program to recognize our recipients, and then I will come back up after that for a few announcements.
Hello, everyone. Hi. So, I'm Sue-Ott Rollins. I serve as president here at Randolph College. It's my joy and pleasure to welcome you here today. This is my second reunion here at Randolph. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite events, and that's because all of you are so happy to be here. It's very infectious. I enjoy getting to know all of you and to welcome our alums back to the college and to hear your stories of your memories of the college. It's great fun. Well, if you have been on campus recently or you've been following us in the media or through the magazines, you know that our community is filled with talented, energetic, and vibrant students, faculty, and staff who make all the work worthwhile. While we have our challenges, as all small liberal arts colleges do, I can assure you that we remain as strong and as committed not only to our Liberal Arts Foundation, but to ensuring that this wonderful place is here for generations to come. We've come a long way, and thanks to strong leadership from our board members and the dedication of our community members, we are confident that Randolph is well positioned for the future. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a snapshot of where we are and why I feel such optimism about Randolph College. This has been an exciting year. We welcomed a great incoming class. We completed the second full year of Take Two, our curricular model, and have been able to announce several new programs. We're growing. We're doing everything we can to position Randolph to thrive in the future. So as you know, this year's first year class was the biggest class in 6 years. Woo! And our total enrollment this year over last saw a 15% increase. While we still have the summer to get through, we're extremely optimistic about our enrollment numbers for the fall as well. So far, we have exceeded where we were this time last year, and the overall GPA for deposited students is higher as well. Currently, we have 254 first-year students. I know, right? This is 32% larger than this time last year. And last year's first-year class was 36% larger than the year before. So our number of transfer students is 16, which is right on par with last year. And we're anticipating, I'm going to go off script here a little bit, and tell you that I'm very optimistic that we will welcome somewhere around 280 to 290 new students in the fall. I will also tell you, and this is something we're very proud of, but don't tell everybody. We're one of only 5 independent colleges in Virginia that are seeing enrollment increases this year. I tell you not to tell everybody because we don't want them to come poach our students. So our admissions staff will work diligently through the summer to keep all of our deposited students engaged and ready to enroll in the fall. Academically, we announced last year that we have the addition of 6 new majors. These exciting new majors have proven attractive to prospective students and will broaden our already rich academic programs. They include robotics and mechatronics engineering, I know, marine science, yay, criminal justice and criminology, film and video, integrative studies, and computer science. We also added a new honors program, a Master of Education program, and a low residency online Master of Arts in Teaching program. In addition, our new MFA, Master of Fine Arts in Theater, welcomed its first class this past year. We also announced the addition of 4 new sports for 2025. Women's stunt, stunt is a combination of gymnastics and cheer. And it's an all-women's sport. Men's volleyball, and women's and men's wrestling. We believe that these new programs will add to our efforts to attract and retain students here at Randolph. And indeed, we are attracting new student athletes from all over the country and all over the world, quite frankly. We also have several new international initiatives in development as well, including a Global Scholars Program for first-year students. These students receive a $4,000 scholarship to travel and study abroad at the end of their first year here at Randolph. We reintroduced our Pearl S. Buck Award, which will happen every 2 years going forward, and the Quillian Visiting International Scholar Professorship. Next year, we will have a Sri Lankan scholar named Sudesh Mantilaki here all year. We also plan to hire an individual to focus on international needs and strengths, and that search is well underway. Thanks to a grant by the Endeavor Foundation, we were able to begin participation in Timely Care, which is a popular program that offers students free telehealth access to mental health and counseling. Very important. And our goal is to enroll 100% of our students in Timely Care this fall. Randolph continues to increase its participation in numerous town and gown events in Lynchburg, which increases our local visibility and offers enhanced opportunities for partnerships and relationships with local organizations. And may I say, internships for our students. Next year, we will have an ongoing college-wide focus on 2 areas, artificial intelligence and mental health and well-being. Our new curricular model, Take 2, is appealing to incoming students, and one of the reasons I think that we are growing in enrollment. Students like it, their families like it, and it's helping us to make Randolph College distinctive. When you talk to incoming students, Take 2 is one of the reasons that they chose Randolph. And if you don't know what Take 2 is, students take only 2 courses at a time. Every 7 weeks they change, and they can go very deep into the subject matter by being with their faculty 4 days a week with no classes on Wednesdays. Faculty learned quite a bit from the first year and the second year, and we just finished our third year, and we made adjustments based on what worked and what didn't work in individual courses. Our faculty report better attendance, higher test scores, increased comprehension, and we've seen more students make the dean's list than we have in 10 years. We continue to make numerous improvements on campus, including our athletic center and now Martin Science. Yes, it needed it, didn't it? Most importantly, thanks to support from alums like you, we have been able to do so without increasing or taking on any new debt. Construction has begun on the Martin Science Building. We anticipate it will be completed in time for the 25-26 academic year. This significant campaign is nearing completion with almost $20 million of the $23 million project goal already attained. This includes $16.2 million in gifts and pledges and $3.7 million expected in historic tax credits. Additionally, the college completed a $250,000 matching grant opportunity through the Mary Morton Parsons Foundation. We're also working on a renovation of the first floor of Presser Hall that will be designed and designated for the Mechatronics and Robotics program. A new partnership with Framatome is also being developed as part of the new engineering program. We are working with developers who are in the midst of a major renovation of Bedford Avenue and have taken a space on Bedford and are renovating it to be used as our wrestling facility. I know. We're beginning the planning process for a renovation of Webb Hall. Yay! And an expansion of Cheatham Dining Hall. Our continued growth has made these two projects important for our future. There is so much that makes Randolph special. And even though times have changed and the landscape of higher education is different, the heart of this college remains very much as it was when you were all here. At Randolph, we prepare students for life today and for life tomorrow. And we are committed to offering our students transformational learning experiences. We're not limited to the old model of liberal arts education. We're not stuck on doing something because it's always been done that way. Instead, you will find us offering programs that speak to the needs of today's youth, to today's workforce, and to the global world we live in. Our faculty and staff have embraced innovation, and we are working hard to ensure that we provide exactly what our students need to be successful when they graduate. The women we are honoring today are a perfect example of the impact of a Randolph education. Though higher education has changed dramatically since William Wass Smith first opened the doors of this great institution so many years ago, the same commitment to the liberal arts and to empowering students to embody the abundant life remains. To me, a life more abundant means living life to the fullest, whether that's in the workplace, at home, or wherever we find ourselves. It's using our talent, our intellect, our innovative spirit to seek out life, to meet it head on, take everything it has to offer. The life more abundant means not waiting for life to come to you, but catching hold of every moment and filling it with curiosity, energy, and wonderment. Each of you is an example of the Vita Abundantior in action. And I thank you all for all that you do for the college, for its students, and for one another. We could not do this without you, and I'm so glad to welcome you home to your alma mater for a reunion. Before we proceed with the Alumni Achievement Awards portion of this program, I'd like to take a moment to express our deep appreciation for the generous support Reunion alumni have provided this year to the college. I'd like to start by thanking a very special group of our college's donors, the members of the Ivy Society. The Ivy Society honors individuals who have given to Randolph College for 5 or more consecutive years. The sustained and loyal generosity of this group of donors enhances every aspect of the campus experience. Each year, approximately half of all Randolph College's donors are members of the Ivy Society. And this year, 273 of them are celebrating their reunion. So thank you. The Quillian Society is another remarkable group of Randolph College supporters. Named for President William F. Quillian, Jr., the college's 5th and longest serving president, it honors those individuals who have included Randolph in their estate plans. We are very grateful to these donors for their vision in ensuring that their legacy lives on to benefit future generations of Randolph students. There are 68 Reunion alumni who are members of the Quillian Society, and we thank you. I would now like to recognize the class with the highest reunion class gift participation. 79 classmates from the class of 1974. have given to the annual fund in honor of their 50th reunion. Collectively, they have contributed a reunion class gift totaling $119,203. Recognition for the largest reunion class gift goes to 1969. They have raised $180,450 in honor of their 55th reunion. Thank you so much. And I'd like to recognize the total impact of reunion alumni giving in this current 2023-2024 fiscal year. Giving by all reunion alumni to the annual fund is $510,233. And total reunion giving to benefit all funds at the college is $769,390. Outstanding. A special thank you goes to the class reunion committee members who dedicated their time and talent to encourage classmates to attend reunion and support their class gift. We also would like to thank the reunion planning committee volunteers and alumni volunteers who are working this weekend to make this a wonderful reunion celebration for everyone. Let's give them a round of applause. Finally, I have a special message for all of you from a member of the class of 1949. It comes from our oldest living alumna in a reunion class who has made a class gift every year for as far back as we have records. She is Phoebe Graham Edwards. While she couldn't be here today, Phoebe, at the age of 96, joins us in spirit as she celebrates her 75th reunion from her home in New Haven, Connecticut. I had the pleasure of visiting with Phoebe. Isn't she adorable? She was so sweet. Earlier this spring to present her certificate, as you can see from the photo, and she sends this message to all of you today. She says, I treasure the time I spent at Randolph-Macon. From the challenging course I pursued as a chemistry major to serving as the vice president for my sorority, the college allowed me to build skills and develop friendships that have touched my life. I continue to support the college's enduring commitment to provide an exceptional education for its students. I especially encourage all classes to consider establishing an endowed class fund as the class of 1949 has. I hope your memories are as rich, and I wish you all a happy reunion. We appreciate Phoebe's inspiration as we reflect on what the college has meant to us over the years and on what a privilege it is to give back to future generations. Wieder Abend dir, Phoebe. To our honorees, college alumni and alumni, and guests, we are truly thankful you are joining us for the 2024 Alumni Achievement Award ceremony. Thank you for helping us celebrate the accomplishments of these magnificent alumni. The Alumni Achievement Award is the highest award our alumni can receive from the college. Since 1981, the college has presented this award to select graduates who personify the value of a liberal arts education and have brought distinction to themselves and to the college. Nominations for the awards come from alumni and alumni, and the recipients are selected by an awards committee composed of faculty, staff, and alumni. Today's Alumni Achievement Award recipients join an impressive group of graduates, including judges, senators, pilots, medical professionals, educators, ministers, TV journalists, environmentalists, community volunteers, and civil and human rights advocates. Among this group of recipients, there are many examples of leadership, innovation, and entrepreneurship, intellect, grace, and courage in the face of challenges. Each of our Alumni Achievement Award recipients has personified the value of a liberal arts education and has brought honor upon themselves and the college through their outstanding accomplishments. I am proud to recognize our 2024 Alumni Achievement Award recipients. The late Sarah Sally Crosby Smith, class of 1964. Catherine Kitty Stark Caldwell, class of 1974. And Diane Misty Matthews Walker, class of 1974. Join me now as we take a look at the amazing life journeys of these exceptional women. Their fulfilling lives beyond the red brick wall include family, education, career, and community service. Our recipients today exemplify the true power of a liberal arts education.
Sally Crosby Smith's journey from her formative years at Randolph-Macon Women's College to her impactful life of service in Fairhope, Alabama, is a testament to her unwavering dedication to education, community, and social justice. Born Sarah Crosby, she embarked on her educational journey at Randolph-Macon, where she was imbued with the ethos of service and the importance of making a difference wherever life planted her. After graduation, she continued her educational pursuits, earning a master's degree from the University of Delaware. Sally's professional life began as a teacher and a school administrator in Wilmington, Delaware. She was deeply committed to education, especially for underserved youth, and her passion for teaching led her to work with students with learning disabilities at the pilot school. Over the years, she took on various roles, from teaching at Grace Church Preschool to coordinating state legislative races. However, Sally's dedication extended far beyond the classroom. She was a trailblazer in her community, founding programs and initiatives that aimed to uplift and empower those in need. In 1968, she began tutoring underserved youth in impoverished areas of Wilmington, laying the groundwork for her lifelong commitment to educational equity. Her efforts did not go unnoticed. Throughout her career, Sally received numerous awards and recognition for her contributions to education. In 1992, she was named Teacher of the Year at the James Groves High School, where she worked with adults to help them earn their high school diplomas. In 1994, she received the International Reading Association Award for her work in building a library at the Pre-Trial Annex, where she also taught essential life skills to incarcerated individuals. In 1997, Sally was honored with the Delaware Adult Educator of the Year Award for her outstanding contributions to adult education in the state. Her commitment to fostering literacy and lifelong learning continued as she founded Read Aloud Baldwin County in 2006, an initiative that promoted early literacy and engaged volunteers to read to children in Head Start locations. In addition to her work in education, Sally was instrumental in founding the Hope Community in Fairhope, an organization dedicated to fostering dialogue and collaboration among people of diverse backgrounds. Her tireless advocacy for social justice and environmental safety culminated in the establishment of the Coal Ash Action Group in 2022, for which she and her team were awarded the prestigious Watershed Award. Throughout her life, Sally Crosby Smith embodied the values instilled in her at Randolph-Macon. She bloomed where she was planted, tending to the garden of her community with unwavering dedication and compassion. Sally Crosby Smith cherished the sisterly bonds she shared with her dear friends and Randolph-Macon classmates. Since their first adventure in 1999, a hike in the Swiss Alps, the group embarked on journeys around the world, from Europe to Africa and beyond. Amidst breathtaking landscapes and exhilarating experiences, they evolved into a cherished family, supporting each other through life's ups and downs and unwavering love and camaraderie. Sally Crosby Smith's legacy serves as an enduring inspiration to all. Her dedication to education, community, and social justice leaves an indelible mark. Yet beyond her remarkable accomplishments, her most profound legacy lies in the family she leaves behind, her children and grandchildren. In their hearts and actions, Sally's legacy lives on, a beacon of love and service.
Remarks.
Thank you all. Mom never felt deserving of recognition such as this. Her accomplishments didn't shine in the way of others, but they provided a foundation for others to build upon. Let me tell you about the Martin Luther King Day March in Foley, Alabama, about 5 years ago. A Monday in January, that morning was as brutally cold as southern Alabama can get. 45 at least, maybe pushing 40. Folks had gathered an hour before the march, but small groups scattered throughout the lot to wait. The Unity event, which hadn't started yet, was somehow already falling short of its expectations. But you know what happened? Mom arrived with a rickety card table, loaded it full of jugs of hot coffee, boxes of donuts, and trays of muffins. She always knew how to get people together and create the power of community. Connections were made and the day went well. Mom was late, however, because she felt the manager at the supermarket should have donated everything and she was annoyed that she had to pay for the muffins. Mom cared in a way that few others care, solving learning differences and challenges, equity in early childhood and adult education, literacy in everyone, especially in prisons for inmates and incarcerated mothers with young children, racial reconciliation throughout her life, solving housing insecurity for local families, and protecting the fragile ecosystem of the Mobile River Delta and Mobile Bay. As her life successes piled up, she never noticed because she was rushing to tackle the next challenge. The flame in her heart that taught her to care was lit by the critical thinking of a liberal arts education from Randolph-Macon Women's College. Her easy engagement with people started from her mother, Sarah Lily Norris Crosby, who also attended Randolph-Macon Women's College, but her lifelong connections with a group of classmates bloomed into decades traveling and experiencing the world and refining her passions among trusted friends. We are here today to thank you, not for recognizing Mom, but for being the people who started with her and walked with her down the path through the world. You all, including Mom, have made the world a better place. Keep caring and keep connecting.
Okay, stay here.
Okay, I can say it. I got it.
Here, we'll scoot over so we can get a photograph.
From her upbringing in Wytheville, Virginia, Kitty Stark Caldwell felt destined to attend a woman's college from the moment she was born.
I think I was mostly influenced by my mother, who always wanted to go to Randolph-Macon. So that was always in the back of my head that this must be a pretty special place. When I arrived at Randolph-Macon and I saw the beautiful campus and the architecture, and I loved the trolleys, and I loved this sort of feeling of connection between all the different buildings and the intimacy of the place, it was the campus visit that really made that decision for me.
At first unsure of her major, Kitty Stark Caldwell's time at Randolph-Macon ultimately fueled her passion for a field that would profoundly shape her life.
I guess Mary Frances Williams would be the professor that had the biggest impact on me. She was an art history professor. She was incredibly interesting and knowledgeable. I loved being in her classroom and hearing her stories. And so when I was deciding on a major, it was between several different areas of interest, and she persuaded me that art history should be the one I should major in. And so I did, and I have not regretted it at all. It's been a lifelong love. I actually met my husband at an art program, so the rest is history. There you go.
In conjunction with her passion for the arts, Randolph-Macon nurtured in Kitty a profound appreciation for the importance of a liberal arts education.
I cherish my liberal arts education. I think it broadens your mind, it opens you for all sorts of possibilities, and it's something that I really wanted to share with other people. And so in 2001, I started a program called Passport Scholars, and it was to send girls from low-income families in public schools in Chattanooga to summer programs. And as one of the girls said, it made me think big. And I think that's what a liberal arts education does. It makes you think big. And so the little girl that said, it makes me think big, is actually got her PhD at Harvard. So I think that's pretty big.
Kitty Stark Caldwell has dedicated her life to serving her communities and championing the arts. She played a key role in elevating Chattanooga's cultural scene, notably expanding the Hunter Museum of American Art and growing its collection. Alongside her husband Hacker, she received the 2022 Ruth Holmberg Arts Leadership Award for their contributions. Yet her alma mater's prosperity remains one of her proudest achievements.
I think a big achievement is actually being on the board at Randolph College. When I came on the board, it was Randolph-Macon Women's College in 2002, and so I gave a decade of my life to that, and it was a very, very crucial decade in the life of the college.
In addition to serving on the college's board and helping to lead the college to thrive as a co-ed institution, Kitty has been a passionate advocate for the Randolph community. She has played a key role in boosting Randolph's annual fund and supporting projects like the creation of an illustrated book celebrating 100 years of the Mayer Museum of Art. In 2011, Randolph dedicated Caldwell Commons, a renovated gathering and meeting space near Cheatham Dining Hall, in recognition of her service to the college and in honor of Kitty and Hacker's very generous gift for the college's endowment. Plus, she generously donated a labyrinth to honor the leadership of past board chairs and a college president.
Well, I love the friendships that were formed there. I love the education that I received. It's so wonderful to have a place like Randolph College that cares deeply about you and your direction in life. I grew a lot when I was at Randolph College. That's still being offered there, and which makes me very happy.
Of all her remarkable achievements, Kitty finds her greatest accomplishment in her children.
I'm very proud of all of them. I have 4 children. They've all done exceedingly well, and now they're out in the world and they are leading very thoughtful and purposeful lives and contributing members to the towns and cities where they live. And it's been wonderful to watch them evolve into these caring and intelligent adults with families of their own. I'd like to thank my professors at the college for their contribution to my life and my interest, my curiosity. It was invaluable. When I was on the board, I really would like to thank the staff at the college. They were wonderful mentors there, and I especially want to thank Skip Kuhn. Even through all the change and the darkest hours, he was out there to do the very best for the college, and it just inspired me to do my best too. I'd like to thank another Randolph-Macon friend in my community at home. Her name was Susan Funkhauser Davenport, class of 69. She was older than I was, but we were very dear friends, and she was very involved in every aspect of this community in Chattanooga. She was exceptional in many, many ways, and so I'd like to thank her for showing me the way. And lastly, this should be firstly, but I want to thank my husband, who's always been there to encourage and support me in all the different projects and endeavors and interests that I've had. He's been remarkable. He's got a spirit of generosity, which I feel like I've benefited from greatly. He's the big thank you.
Kitty, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. This is a very unexpected honor, but it's actually an honor that I'd kind of like to share with my classmates, because I think that my classmates have done remarkable things and had remarkable accomplishments in the world for the greater common good. So thank you to my classmates in 1974, and thank you to Randolph-Macon Women's College and Randolph College for what you've given me. Thank you.
Having grown up in Lexington, Kentucky, for Diane Misty Matthews Walker, going to a woman's college was something of a family tradition.
It never occurred to me that I wasn't going to go to a women's college. We were taking my brother around looking at prep schools. Dad said, well, we're here, why don't we look at Randolph-Macon, the brick buildings, the layout, the friendliness. I knew I was home.
It was behind the brick walls at Randolph-Macon that Misty would discover a passion that would help guide her career and life for years to come.
I had a lot of classes that were impactful, but Frank Murray was the most impactful professor I had. He taught how to do research, how to question the information that you're given, and I think I have been able to apply that all through my life.
After graduating from Randolph-Macon, she went to Appalachia to develop programs for children with special needs. She earned her PhD and returned to Lynchburg to work at the Community Services Board's mental health clinic.
I think I started from a really good base at the Central Virginia Community Services Board. I was the first person that was a specialist in child psych. I started the Sexual Assault Task Force in Lynchburg. We did a lot of work on that. I started the Crisis Line of Central Virginia.
She played a key role in establishing the Coalition for the Prevention of Substance Abuse and assisted in bringing and housing refugee families from Kosovo in Lynchburg and eventually donating a kidney to one of the refugees.
I think that we're given certain gifts that we're supposed to use, and I think we're supposed to help each other and do what we can to make our place a center of hope and a center of caring.
Misty's dedication to her community led her to help create the shining beacon of her legacy in Lynchburg, the Amazement Square Children's Museum.
We have been recognized by IMLS, which is the federal branch that looks at museums across the country, and we were recognized as one of the best museums, not just children's museums, in the entire United States. And I think for a location like Lynchburg to have that resource is pretty incredible.
Another Lynchburg community member who began making her mark when she arrived in Lynchburg was Roselle Schewel, who presented Misty with the Lynchburg Humanitarian Award.
One of the things that she has said, and I'm not sure I'm quoting this exactly, but what she said is, what's fun for me is accomplishing something everyone thought was impossible to accomplish. And I think that kind of describes her. She'll take on any challenge, she'll try something new, she'll tackle something that nobody else thinks is going to work.
Walker was the president of the Alumni and the Alumni Association from 2003 to 2006, where she worked tirelessly during the planning and transition to coeducation. Misty traveled extensively across the United States for this endeavor. She was the first alumni president to have full voting rights on the Board of Trustees. She served the association 17 years as chair of the Alumni Giving, then as alumni representative, and then as president. A great pleasure was when at the 2010 graduation, she welcomed the class of the Alumni Association, which included her daughter, Kathleen Tyler Walker.
I would like to say that I really have participated as an alum at Randolph-Macon Women's College and Randolph College because it gave me so much. It gave me such a great start. I think it's important for all of us to give back so that the students that come after us can do the same. I'm very proud that my daughter was a 2010 graduate of Randolph-Macon. She too experienced a great education, and I have great hopes that our students are going to be making a difference in the world. Obviously, I would like to thank my parents, my husband of almost 44 years, but especially my children, who I constantly looked to be an inspiration for.
Misty, would you join me at the podium for brief remarks?
I have to say that was overwhelming. I am very humbled to be among you. Heather and I traveled, I think we did 16 cities in 6 weeks during the transition discussions to go co-ed. And I told her that I had a fantasy at these meetings that we should have a slip of paper under all the, take one slip of paper and put it under somebody's chair, because that person could be an Alumni Achievement Award winner. because each of you have something that you've given back, many things that you've given back, and you have lived the life abundant, you have shared, and you are continuing to support this fabulous institution that gave the same great education to my daughter in the class of 2010 and to me in the class of 1974. So we're in great hands. We have Sue, we have Heather, we have women working very hard to continue the great work that's being done here, and I'm humbled by so many friends in my class, and thank you.
It is truly an honor to recognize these women with our Alumni Achievement Award. And it's been so rewarding to hear what these honorees have done with their careers and their communities. Sally, Kitty, and Misty, you have made a significant difference in the world. We thank you for the distinction you have brought to our alma mater. I would like to encourage you to help us with the oral history of RMWC. 2 students are working on summer research projects and would like to interview you. They're on the ground floor of the Student Center, so please stop by to see them. I'm making Heather's remarks. You heard President Ott Rollins talk about our Take 2 curriculum. Come on up.
I thought she was doing great. I'm like, go on. But I also want to second what Misty said about all of you being able to be Achievement Award recipients, because everybody in this room makes a difference every day, and we appreciate all that you do. I'd like to take a second to recognize past recipients who are in the audience with us as well. So if you are a past recipient, if you'll stand and we'll just clap for a second. And I would like to congratulate Misty and Kitty and y'all's mom, for your family, for being here with us. It's just, this is one of my favorite things we do every year, just letting everyone know how important our alums are to the college and to their communities and the futures that they help with. So that's always wonderful. You heard Sue, President Ott Rollins, mention the Take 2 program, and if you haven't picked up a brochure, stop by Main Hall lobby, close to what we would have all known as Switchboard, that's now called RAID, which stands for Randolph's Welcome Desk. So if you'll all stop by and just pick up material so you can read more about it if you don't know, it is an amazing program, and students really enjoy it. I'd like to also remind you that we have referral forms there. If you can think of a student that you think would be a good fit for our college, you should recommend them. When they come to school here, they'll get $1,000 each year they're here, so a $4,000 scholarship, which I can tell you, any family member is thrilled for you to suggest to their child that they should have. So please do that. We would really appreciate it. And then I'm going to give you a few little logistical details for what happens next. We're all going to have champagne toast, but because of the inclement weather, and we weren't sure whether it would start or not, we decided to move it inside. We will be down walking into Cheatham, grab your glass of champagne and go ahead in and take a seat. President Ott Rollins will make some remarks, a toast, and then we'll ask you to stay seated, and we'll just call table by table so that the dining hall has time to properly prepare so that you all are enjoying your meal. And I am going to now invite Liddy Bett to come up. Liddy Bett Reitmeyer is going to help lead us in the college song.
Where the river winds through blue mountains, where purple vines entwine stately halls, and roses tumble along sunny walls, where voices serenading in night sing of loyalty and love. There let wisdom rise. Oh, there let wisdom rise. Randolph Macon in fair Virginia, home of true learning, beauty, and art. We sing thy praises, O alma mater, our voices serenading in the night. Such is loyalty and love. Here let wisdom rise. Oh, here let wisdom rise.
Thank you, everyone. That concludes the program. We'll see you in the dining hall.